this week's episode of Afternoon Express, we're opening ourselves up to experiencing joy and tasting the sweet treats of International Cake Day. Mafikizolo's Theo Khosinkwe and his wife Vonay discuss the joy of marriage and family, Theo's upcoming music, and their iconic fashion. Luxury cake creator Simpiwe Nzuza bakes a delicious carrot and vanilla cake for the couple while sharing his own touching success story. And partners at work and in life, Goodluck's Juliet Harding and Ben Peters are loving the blessing of being first-time parents to daughter Skylar.
Hello and welcome to Afternoon Express. Now this week we're celebrating what brings us joy, and few things can put a smile on our faces as quickly as pop group Mafikizolo. Today, singer, songwriter and composer Theo Khosinkwe and his wife, content creator, educator and Mrs. SA Top 10 finalist Vonay Khosinkwe join us on the show. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
If I were to touch base as to how you guys met, what attracted you to each other?
He DM'd me.
Yes, I did.
It started on the gram and just like, okay. We started talking and the conversation just flowed. It was just like, it was meant to be. And for like maybe a week or so, he would come to work, bring me lunch. Like, just from the conversations that we had, he knew like, oh, she likes Evo, mushrooms, this, that, pasta, this, and he'll bring me all of those things. And then obviously after some time of just talking, we went out on a date and it was done, sealed.
We had a Mrs. Khosinkwe.
Yes, the rest is history.
That is so beautiful. So what was it about Vonay that kind of got you?
She's got a, bubbly personality. Like, she makes me to be myself, be very comfortable. She likes to laugh a lot, and I like that about her. She's fun.
Vonay, touching base with you, we live in a multicultural country where we celebrate every single background, every single language, and you come from different backgrounds, culturally, even linguistically. How have you been able to celebrate that diversity within your household?
I think we just accommodate each other so well because it seems like there's a big difference, but there really isn't that much. It would be maybe food. I introduced him to like biryani and it's
spicy stuff.
Curry and like
you're my type of girl. You're my type of girl.
So that would be like the small difference. And then obviously the language. I know zero Tswana, but I'm learning. And he's not bad in Afrikaans. He's not the best, but he's better than I am.
I mean, Theo, we saw that on social media. You guys recently posted and shared a video of you trying each other's languages.
Exactly.
How far do you think you are, Say? How far are you?
I think I'm not really bad with Afrikaans, right? But she has to crawl first before she walks, so she's still doing the crawling. But sometimes I would just let her say whatever she wants to say, and I'll correct later.
And when we do bring it back to the love, the story, and the family that you've been able to create, I mean, you've got a baby girl.
So cute.
Number one, like, I'm thinking, ufana no bani, ufana no ma, ufana no baba. I think she's the perfect mix of 50-50.
Yes.
She looks like both of you. She is such a bright, shining light. I love my baby girl, Sky.
And you know how they are, like sometimes if they want to please the other parent, they will say like, I look like mommy. But if she's not happy with mommy, she looks like daddy.
She plays you guys against each other.
Yeah, it's like, I look like mommy today, like because mommy says something that she didn't like, she looks like daddy.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
She's a girl after my own heart.
Yes.
I love her. I mean, Vonay, you're a mother, you are a wife, but you're also a content creator, and being able to plug into these different roles, I'm sure takes so much out of you. What are some of those core experiences that have shaped the woman that you are today?
If I put everything together, it's just taught me resilience and to focus on what makes me happy and being able to say, yes, I'm a mom, but I also need to work. But I'm able to say, I have a baby that's waiting for me. And she's at an age where it's very critical, it's very important. Like, I have to be there, I have to be present. The job that I do, she complements it so nicely because she loves the camera, she loves, I want to say something, I want to feature, I want to be part of it. So it just comes together so nicely that I can do both sides with so much confidence and just be relaxed and enjoy it. So it's not a job.
The way you guys put yourselves together is impeccable. I mean, it's about fashion, it's about the looks, and it's about creating those iconic moments. For each of you, what does your own personal style mean to you, and how have you been able to develop it?
I think for me, I don't see myself as a fashionista, but I think when I met my husband, that's when it just took like a shock, because he loves color. And you know, when you go out, you must shine.
Yeah.
You need to stand out. And that's how I came into it. So I now like love color. Like, okay, I'll wear like neon color. And I'm like, why am I doing this?
I mean, Thea, you've been rocking it. You've been putting it on. How does your fashion sense echo that personal brand that you keep wanting to remind us of and cement your stance within the fashionscape of South Africa?
Image is very important to us. I always believe that when you look good, you feel good.
And when you feel good,
exactly.
you do good.
Exactly. You know, when you're looking good, and by the time you leave the house, the confidence is there. You ooze confident. I look good, I smell good, so I'm able to, you know, see the world. But obviously my queen has to be the first one to approve the look. If she says like, babe, you're hot, she means it.
That's what it is. Well, girlfriend, you have done it,
Yeah.
and you have advised him in the most suitable way. Fashion, family, and style. We've already ticked those boxes, but I still want to find out more about the music and the content creation. So please stay with us, because we're going to be making a lovely cake a little bit later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After the break, we chat to luxury cake specialist, Chef Simpiwe Nzuza. When the who's who of show business want cakes made, they turn to A-list baker, Chef Simpiwe Nzuza. Today, he'll be making a special cake for Theo and Vorne to commemorate their marriage and everlasting friendship. I finally get to meet you in real life.
Such a pleasure seeing you, honey.
So lovely to see you, Chef. I mean, you have had such an extraordinary journey within the culinary space and world. But if I were to track back the early days, what was that one thing that catapulted you into luxury cake making?
I think it has to be my love for finer things in life. You know, I love the soft life, you know, I love the luxury life. So I thought, if I'm really going to tap into this, it needs to be something that's going to stand out, that's going to be luxurious as well, and be very exclusive as well, but at the same time, be able to accommodate everyone.
And with the incredible work that you have done, we can't help but track back to your early days,
Yes.
rural KZN. Tell me about your upbringing and how it's been able to shape your love for food.
I've had a very interesting upbringing. I grew up with my grandmother, my mom, my dad, and I'd always assist in the kitchen, you know, and growing up in a township where one was deprived, the opportunity to daydream, to finally stepping out into the world and finding not just myself, but my passion and my calling and my purpose. That really shaped me, because I did not allow that circumstance to define who I am. I was able to change the narrative and to say, I need to step out of my shell, I need to find myself, and I need to show everyone else that it is possible and it is doable.
And not only have you done that, but you've made it seem so effortless and so easy. It couldn't have been. I'm sure you needed those strong figures and inspirations in your life that have carved the man that you are today.
Yeah.
So whether it's your matriarchs, ugogo, no mama, or umkhulu, who are those standout people, and how are you able to honor them in the work that you put together today?
So I try my absolute best to honor them, especially my grandmother. You know, she played a big part in, you know, raising me, and that her teachings and upbringing and so forth. So she holds a very special place in my heart, you know. Hence I carry her everywhere I go, you know. So yeah.
This is not only for ugogo, this is for uma, this is for umkhulu, and I think that you are not only making them absolutely proud in everything that you do, but you're able to inspire the rest of us, not only within your culinary journey, but in every single step and stride that you take. So siyakubonga. We thank you for your vulnerability. We thank you for your authenticity in this moment, you know. When I see you speak about ugogo no mama and the emotions that come out, it kind of resembles the way I feel about the matriarchs in my family. I mean, I work side by side with my mother. And so do you.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Your mother is entrenched in your business. Now, how easy or is it difficult to have that duality and that relationship?
It is such a beautiful experience, and I think it has really pushed me to continue with the business, because at times it does get hectic and I feel, you know, I need to step away or maybe slow down a bit. But I look at the sacrifices that my mom and my parents have made and the contribution they've made towards the business. I always think if I ever had to give up now, I'll be letting so many people down. So that really does drive me. And having my mom there is just so beautiful. And I'm just glad that she's been there and she's been my rock. Although we have our differences most of the time, we fight like best friends. We fight like siblings, actually. And you know what's weird? We're identical. We actually look exactly alike. Just put a wig on when you see my mom. So I am really so blessed to have her in my life.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful.
You know, the one thing about today's episode that just rings so true to me is that in every single family, there are those star players, the MVPs, that are allowing us to bring the best out of ourselves so that we're able to serve the communities around us.
Yes.
And coming from this conversation, heading to the kitchen, you're about to wow Vonay and Theo with a cake, and I cannot wait for it. Let's head over.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so Chef, we're now officially in the kitchen, and this is where you play. This is where you come alive.
This is my space.
This is, okay.
It's my space.
So I'm more of like a home cook than a baker, and baking is a science.
It is a science. Like with baking, everything has to be precise. Measurements have to be on point, or else everything just flops.
So what do we need to put this together, and what are we making today?
So what we're making today, we are making a beautiful carrot and vanilla cake. So what I've done is I've just prepared it for you there. What I want you to see when you cut it inside, there are beautiful layers of vanilla and carrot with a beautiful filling in between. So I've baked that, but what I really want to run you through is how to make the perfect carrot sponge. You know, because most people actually struggle with carrots because it's such a dense cake.
Yeah.
So what we have here is your flour, 350 grams, custard sugar, 350 grams, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon powder, a tablespoon and a half of baking powder, tablespoon and a half of custard sugar, 500 grams of carrot, 6 eggs, and your walnuts.
Okay.
So with the nuts, you could either use pecan nuts or walnuts. And to be creative, you can also add like a bit of pistachio nuts as well, which are like green, which also adds like a beautiful color. So when you cut into this cake, I've got a surprise for you with that little bit of green, with the orange, you know, the brown.
A surprise
then
at
the white.
every corner. I love it.
My darling, with baking, there always has to be a surprise.
So send me.
Yes. So
Tumamina. What do you want me to help you
Let's
with?
get started. Could you please just chop these for me?
Okay.
Not too fine though, because you still want the crunchiness and texture.
Yes.
So that everything is not too soft.
You've come from Iavinyako Neama,
Yes.
and you've been able to bake in the most pristine A-list kitchens in South Africa.
Yes.
You've made cakes for the president, for Connie Ferguson and the likes. And as we do dive deeper into the work that you've been able to do, I mean, we have just celebrated International Cake Day on the 20th of July. I mean,
yes.
What does that day mean to you?
So it's almost like an anniversary for me. You know, when you've pushed so hard and you look back on all the years and what you've accomplished and how far cakes have taken me. I mean, I've traveled to so many places. I've, you know, met so many incredible people just through cakes, you know, so it just means so much to me.
Okay, we're almost done here with
Yes.
creating our sponge. How far are you?
So I need you to pop the nuts in here. Then I'm going to pop the carrots in there. So it's a very easy recipe as well. So what I need you to do for me is just quickly mix that. You can just quickly whisk that.
I've got you. And so far within here, we've got the eggs.
Yes.
We've got the walnuts.
Yes.
We've got the carrot.
Yes.
And you've also popped in that oil. So this is the wet batter.
That is the wet batter, correct. So that's your wet and, oh, look at you. Yes, oh, honey.
My wet ingredients, yes. And you're now mixing the dry.
And I'm now mixing it dry. I must ask you this.
Yes.
Do you know which goes in where?
Yes. After you mix the dry ingredients, then the wet will go into the dry.
So because of our bowls, we can cheat today and put the dry into the wet,
Oh,
honey.
love that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So you will do us the honors of mixing the final product.
Lalela, I've been going to the gym lately. So this is easy for me. Oh, and it's already incorporating so well.
Yeah. So with the whole whisking that I was doing, I was incorporating air with the eggs and the sugar and the oil. So this goes into the tins, but before we do that, we're just gonna get the whisk out.
Where to from here? I feel like if you've already baked for the president, it can't get any better than that.
There's just one person in my bucket list that I haven't baked for.
Who?
Do you wanna know?
Please.
Drum roll. Bam! Oprah Winfrey.
I just got goosebumps. Do you know Oprah is the reason I do what I do today? I saw her as a young black female in the entertainment space and broadcasting, and I saw myself in her.
She's inspired us all. You know, I grew up watching her. She's literally the only person that's left on my list to make a cake for.
Hi, Oprah Winfrey. You know exactly where to find us right here in Muambadzi. We have got an A-list celebrity chef ready to whip you up a storm. I love it.
That's
Okay.
all.
So we've got our batter in our
Yes,
tins.
divide it, and then we're gonna pop it into the oven, 180 degrees, and we're good to go.
Now this cake is already looking absolutely scrumptious. After the break, we chat to electronic band Good Luck, who welcomed their daughter Skylar last year. Nothing sparks joy quite like music, and no one makes music quite like Ben Peters and Julie Harding. Ben and Julie are the visionaries who founded the chart-topping live electronic band Good Luck. Good friends and now an official couple. Their daughter Skylar has just turned 1, and of course, we had to find out more.
We're at the home of one of Mzansi's most loved musical bands, Good Luck, shortly after their precious daughter has just celebrated her first birthday. So, of course, Afternoon Express had to come in for a catch-up.
Let's go see at the door. Susie, who's there? Who's there? Oh,
Hello, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. Hello, gorgeous girl. Hello. Hello.
Hey, how's it?
Hi, how are you?
So good. Welcome.
Thank
This is
you.
our little spot.
Oh, it is absolutely exquisite.
Skylar agrees. It was a lot of fun transforming it from an ugly duckling into a home for our little family.
Well, you guys have done an excellent job. Honestly, it's beautiful.
Ben and Jules were together for 15 years but kept their personal relationship private. That all changed when the adorable Skylar was born.
Congratulations on celebrating Skylar's first birthday. How has this precious little princess changed over the past 12 months?
Wow. She has
Every day is a different
evolved.
adventure, hey?
Yeah, no, she's completely evolved. I mean, it's so hard because I think when you're a parent, you're in the thick of it. So you don't necessarily see the growth until you actually look back in your photo album and look at how she was a year ago. And she was this tiny little innocent.
Just the hair growth on its own has been amazing.
Yeah, she was
came out really bald.
very bald and very blob-like. Yeah, and just her personality that's coming through. You know, she's turning into a little human, and it's
Such
wonderful
fierce,
to witness.
like self-determination.
Yeah,
And,
she's very stubborn. Wonder who that's from. We were just falling in love with her every second, more and more and more so. And like all parents told me this when we had a baby. So many parents were like, it gets better and better.
Yeah,
And I was
they
like,
do
I
feel
don't
that, yeah.
really know what you mean. And now I get it. It does get better and better.
She is about to embark on the walking and talking phase of her life. Are you guys prepared for that?
The simple answer is no. Our process so far is to walk almost blindfolded into the next chapter as if there isn't going to be a change. So we'll see. We'll just have to take it each day as it comes, you know. And also our home is like right on the water.
It's not very baby-proof.
Yeah,
But
we're going to have to like really up the game.
These two are taking their role as parents in their stride. And what better way to create precious family moments than with fresh and healthy meals?
Ben, what are you cooking?
It's winter, it's cold. I always want something that's fresh but still wholesome, and I love freshness and I love chili. So Skylar also loves chili. So we're gonna have some pho or pho, depending how Vietnamese you are. And basically it's such a simple dish to make. I get the most incredible chicken broth from a friend of mine called Sam, but you can use any kind of broth. I've just got a little bit of sirloin, we'll slice it up thin. Whip all the ingredients together, comes together so quickly, and the next thing you're eating something that's delicious.
Have you always loved cooking?
Yes, I've loved cooking since I was little, mostly because I loved eating. But I love the alchemy of taking different ingredients. And it started off as like, I'd come home from school and didn't have much money growing up, so I'd generally be ravenous by the time I got home. And I would go through the fridge, and probably to my parents' absolute despair, I would make fridge leftover kind of concoctions of my own making. And so it was always this kind of this like pairing of different ingredients and trying to find ways to take what you had and make it into something, which I think is kind of the same approach I have to making music.
Does Jules also like getting involved in the kitchen?
Yeah, she's really good at cleaning.
No, you see, it's a give and take, right?
Do you like that, baby girl? Come on, see. Oh, whoa, okay. Yeah, Jules is actually having such an amazing journey with exploring recipes for this little one and just finding ways that you can incorporate just the best ingredients and the best ways of preparing it to give this little one. Hey.
Jules, what other hobbies do the two of you like to do together?
Ben's very much into mountain biking. I mean, I mountain bike with him. I can't say I'm a mountain biker, but I kind of
You hold your own.
trundle down the mountain with him.
You know, you come down some pretty hectic trails.
Sometimes. But we're big into surfing, taking walks, hikes, you know, just everything that's outdoors because it's free and it's wonderful to connect with nature. And
We love going on journeys and trips around the country as well and just exploring.
What got you started liking all of these things?
I grew up with very conservative parents, and so I just grew up with this like dream and desire to like experience all these things that I used to read about in books.
yeah, and I mean, I grew up in the opposite, a very, very active outdoor family.
Very.
I used to go sailing with my dad, and I think I've just maintained a love for it. It's kind of just been something that we've naturally just gravitated towards being outside and living here. You can't not.
I'm going to be bold and ask. Do you love doing these activities more than you love jamming in your studio?
I think it's balance.
That's a great question.
It's a good question, but I think it's about achieving balance. So sometimes when we're in the thick of a session, I'm like, oh, I wish I could rather be outside, you know, but then often when coming down a mountain or something and we're outside, like ideas come to you. So I think it's not about enjoying one or the other more.
It's about creating space for each of them.
Yeah.
What is the best part about creating a hit or having a single become a hit?
Well, I think the best part is just knowing that the music is actually out there and helping people and affecting people's lives and making people feel something and feel joy, you know. It's connected with a whole lot of people.
Can I disagree with you slightly?
Sure.
Like, I was on YouTube yesterday and I saw a comment on one of our videos from ages ago, and it was this person was just saying like how amazing the song was, and it was a song that was never a hit. And it just reminded me that like it doesn't matter whether it's a hit or not. Songs sometimes just connect with people. What is epic about a hit for me is that like it helps keep the machine moving forward. You know, like this is an expensive industry to be in, and having those hits are just like they're stepping stones to the next little chapter.
It's always nice. It's a nice affirmation to know that your music is connecting.
You guys have a very busy August coming up, both locally and internationally. Is this the first year that you're going to be touring with the baby?
Sort of. It's technically the second year, but last year
Oh, it's
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
we had a 6-month-old.
we had a 6-month-old. I know. I'll be honest with you. Last year we planned our season, but we were kind of shaping how we were going to handle what shows we were going to do, all our logistics and everything, when Skylar was 3 months old, forgetting that she would then become a 6-month-old, which is a very different thing to a 3-month-old. So by the end of December, going into January, when we'd done all these shows and we'd had this little baby along for the ride, we were absolutely wrecked.
It's going to be even more hectic now because she's going to be walking.
She's going to be like 18 months old.
Yeah, she's going to be 18 months and walking, hopefully.
Yeah. So any parents out there, they're going to need to send us some tips and some advice and guidance on how we can navigate coping on the road with a schedule like this.
She's a really good baby and she's very sociable and she loves people. So for us, it's not too difficult integrating her into what we do. I also have an incredible mother and she has a wonderful nanny. So we are very blessed with all the help and all the people in the village that we have created around her and around us.
Together you have achieved success personally and professionally. What are the two of you most grateful for in each other?
I think I'm grateful for Ben's incredible imagination. He is just a big dreamer and comes up with the ideas, but also executes on the ideas. It's a really good balance of pragmatic as well as creative. He's such a visionary and we get to enjoy the benefits of that. And as a partner, it's just the same. He's always building and I get to kind of go along for the ride.
But
building, improving, both things.
That's very sweet of you, my love.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.
The thing that people don't understand about Jules is her tenacity. Jules just has this amazing ability to put her head down and work at something. And it's been such a great combination for us professionally because the combo of our two skill sets has been so complementary over the years. It's been a magical journey to work together.
If I may, what are the both of you most excited about when it comes to your future?
Well,
I mean, it's
quite an easy answer.
Like Skylar.
Yeah, I think we're just excited to have adventures with our baby.
Yeah, we're so excited for her to start talking and walking.
She wants
Nervous
to talk so
as well,
badly.
but excited.
She's desperate to talk. She's already got her own little language, so it's quite sweet.
But it's just going to be so exciting to see who that person is.
She's such an incredible mirror of, what we love and hate about ourselves, and it's forcing us to work on ourselves and forcing us to really be conscious and consider everything. And I think every parent listening to the sentence will understand what we're talking about.
It's definitely an adventure to explore.
Yeah.
Thank you both for inviting me into your home and now into your beautiful studio. I've had the best day with you guys.
It's been so lovely to chat. Thank you very much.
A couple that jams together stays together.
Up next, Theo gives his personal style spin to Chef Nzuza's celebration cake.
Our pharmacies are on the front line of healthcare. This is Pharmacy of the Week.
Welcome to Southside Pharmacy, where medicine makes sense. We're a newly established pharmacy in the Lenasia South area for the last 2 years. We provide efficient and professional healthcare at extremely affordable prices. Our slogan, where medicine makes sense, truly resonates with us. When a patient walks in here, they're greeted with smiles and they become family. It's a privilege to serve in this community, as I'm the first female pharmacist owner in a male-dominated area. A female's touch is necessary. Our success is only because of the community, and we thank the community from the bottom of our hearts. What makes Southside Pharmacy extremely unique is the husband and wife pharmacist power couple. We're a force to be reckoned with.
We as Southside Pharmacy, we're the only pharmacy in Lenasia South currently that's opened 7 days a week up until 8:30 at night. We offer that service because a lot of our patients work very far from home and they only end up coming home at about 7:30 in the evening. This allows them an opportunity to come through and get quality healthcare and whatever medication that they require. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Adcock Ingram and the sponsors of Brave for allowing us this opportunity and providing excellent medication at quality prices and affordable prices so that we can meet the needs of our patients and provide the best services to our patients in Lenasia South.
Pharmacy of the Week Proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.
We're back in the kitchen with Chef Nzuza and our incredible musical guest, Mr. Theo. Now from music to food. Do you have a sweet tooth?
I have a sweet tooth. Slowed down a little bit because I knew what the sweet tooth did to me. But I would not go into a restaurant and not end up with something very sweet.
Something sweet at the end.
Yeah.
Now, Chef Nzuza, you've been able to whip up a masterpiece. So what do we see in front of us now?
So what you have here is a beautiful carrot layered and vanilla cake. So what you're going to do now is just add some flowers and then we dig in.
Voila! How is the best way to achieve a beautiful, almost effortless looking cake? But a lot of effort has gone in clearly.
I think you have to be in the right space and the right mind, especially when you have to decorate, because what you have to do is bring the client's vision to life.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very important. Oh, look at that. Oh, pro. Excuse us. It's taking my job already.
Beautiful. Okay, so basically all you're doing is trimming the rose off the stem.
Yes.
Adding the toothpick to the stem.
Yes.
And then you pop it into the cake.
Yes.
I love
like
that.
Most, yeah.
Chef, and when we do look at your own culinary journey within your own home, what are some of your most favorite standout cakes to create for yourself or your family?
Honestly speaking, I don't have a sweet tooth, so I hardly make cake for myself.
You like me? I also don't have a sweet tooth.
Don't have a sweet tooth at all. But funny enough, when I go to a restaurant, the first thing I order is dessert before I have my starter. I don't know how that works, but anyway. Usually if we're together as a family, a nice classic vanilla orange cake. Something simple, something light, something fruity.
And something that everyone can enjoy.
Exactly.
Theo, as much as we're speaking about what we can look forward to when diving into this cake, we also can look forward to new music coming from you. Tell me about where you're at musically right now.
I've been working on putting some singles out for my solo project. I've already done one, which did very well, and now I'm pushing the second one, which features singer-songwriter Ubasi.
Is this Ungahamba?
Ungahamba,
Yes.
and the song is called Ungahamba. I like the collaboration things that are going on, so probably the EP that I'll release is an EP with collaborations because, you know, I like working with upcoming and talented and very creative and talented artists.
There's a lot of strong influence when it comes to amapiano and other musical genres within the South African space.
Yeah.
Can we expect your sound to change, or is it much of what we are so familiar with and what we've fallen in love when it comes to Mafikizolo?
I think I haven't changed that much, but just to elevate my sound. And I'm also, you know, experimenting with Afrotech, which is 3-step sound. But I know most of our fan base are people who grew up with Mafikizolo songs and stuff. So I'm still there, you know, more nice ballads and a little bit upbeat of what is current, you know, so it's a mixture of the two, like the cake that we've just made. There's vanilla and there's also carrot, and with my music as well, it's a flavor, different flavors of.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you are still you're honoring the Mafikizolo soul that you've been able to bring to South Africa, but you're also embracing the new, Unomcebo Zigote is the person that introduced me to 3-step. So I love the fact that you've been able to adapt, change, but still authentically be yourself.
Yeah.
Chef, we've put that final touch, the cherry on top of your cake. I think it is time for us to enjoy.
Yeah, but before we enjoy, initially this was not the design. I let Theo run with it.
Okay.
I wanted something different, but when he started, I was like, you know what? Let's run with it.
It's his cake.
It's his cake anyway.
Absolutely stunning, absolutely incredible. We've got Vornay waiting for us because she is dying to dive into this cake. But in the meantime, we are going to look at how to turn your bathroom into the perfect retreat.
I am a huge advocate for me time, and a big part of that, for me, means relaxing and unwinding in a spa-like environment. Hi, I'm Karishma, and today I'm going to be transforming my bathroom into the most calming and relaxing space in my home. actually going to start by adding a fresh coat of paint to these walls. I think I'm going to go with a rich terracotta to add a beautiful warmth to the space. The paint has finally dried and I think it looks so beautiful. Look at these amazing bathroom essentials that I found at Pep Home. I cannot wait to get styling. I am obsessed with the fact that Pep Home has these beautiful amber glass jars. I think amber glass is amazing because it really helps protect your products and help them last a lot longer. So I'm going to be decanting some of my bathroom favorites into these, which is going to look so beautiful. In my home, every room has a signature scent, and I just loved this fresh floral for the bathroom. Can never have too many candles in a bathroom. For me, that just really sets the atmosphere. I love anything in wood, and these are just so gorgeous. These little jars are so great for cotton wool or earbuds or any other bits and bobs, even some hair accessories. I think one of my favorite finds are these little glass vases. I adore the pop of color that these bring to the space, and I love that I can bring a little bit of the outdoor nature indoors. Decanting your products into beautiful dispensers really helps to elevate the space. For this, I am doing some hand wash and do some hand lotion in the other one. I really don't like the look of these plastic bottles, and I love that I found this amber bottle with a spray top, which is perfect for this. That was incredibly satisfying, and these are going to look beautiful in the shower. A tip that I want all of you to steal from me is hanging eucalyptus over your shower heads. This way, when you turn on the shower, the steam will activate all the essential oils from the eucalyptus plant, and you get all the benefits. Storage containers are essential to keep all your bits and bobs nice and contained and give the bathroom a nice, easy flow. I love these because you can stack them from biggest to smallest. Now everything is nice and neat and you have a beautiful aesthetic on your counter. This empty wall has been bugging me for ages and I couldn't quite figure out what I wanted to do with it. And then I saw these beautiful mirrors at Pep Home, and I think I'm going to do a little collage with them on the wall, and it's going to look great. How incredible does that look? I am so impressed with myself right now. Let's finish off the styling with some towels. I love the color palette of these towels. I think that they tie everything together beautifully and they complement this new color of the walls so well. I love how everything's come together, from the color on the walls to the candles creating a calm atmosphere, and the dispensers being one of my favorites to really elevate the look. Deciding what item made the biggest difference in this transformation is really hard, because I really think I love how this bathroom came together, and I think each and every piece really added to it. But I think the thing that elevated the space the most were these bottles to decant the products. Now let's elevate your space. You at home stand a chance to win a 1,000 Rand Pep Home voucher. Tell us, which Pep Home item would you like to add to your bathroom? Head over to our socials and drop your answer with the hashtag PepHomeExpress.
What a beautifully refreshed space for peaceful and tranquil living. Up next, we take a look at how ABSA is making a difference by cleaning up our beautiful beaches, one step at a time.
To cozy up and chill time. Life's better with Pep Home.
Rolling up our sleeves and digging into purpose this Mandela month, ABSA is making waves for change. At the Absa Beach Cleanup in Durban, it's not just about sand and surf, but service with a cause. Join us as we turn the tide on pollution, one wave, one bag, and one beach at a time.
Today we are in Durban where the vibe is hot and the mission for the day is cooler than ever. It is Mandela Month and Absa is rolling up their sleeves in the literal sense. Join us as we clean up the beach. Now, one thing we absolutely know about Absa is they believe in doing good. Rendani, how are you this morning?
I am good. I can't complain. It's a bit chilly, as you can see.
Rendani, Absa is always doing amazing things. And today, Absa's Force for Good is partnering up with the Run Your City race happening in Durban. How do the two tie in together?
Force for Good as Absa, it's literally a social impact, trying to make sure that we plow back in our communities. At this point in time, we're hosting the Absa Run Your City 10-kilometer race. And we're just making sure, because it's basically a coastal run, so the beach is just right beside us, ensuring that we clean it up. So we've picked up as much rubble as possible to ensure that the beaches look clean, and the environment looks clean, and that everyone is happy. So that's what we've done at this point in time, to ensure that we give back to the communities that we serve.
Now, the beach cleanup that you've chosen to do today seems very specific to Durban. Why did we take this direction today?
Well, we chose the beach cleanup specifically because the race ends exactly where we're at, so it just ties in perfectly well. But beyond it, the economy of KZN thrives on so many things, but one of them are these pristine beaches that you can see in our background. And we needed to make sure that we clean up the beaches, we collect as much rubble as possible. We're hoping to inspire future generations and those that are obviously observing us as we were picking up the rubble to continue doing so that it doesn't become just a once-off thing, but we continuously do it as well. So to you, it looks like a beach, but there's just so much that happens here because it attracts a lot of visitors, and you don't want an environment where the beaches are shut down because they're dirty. And sadly, pollution is a reality, and we just need to make sure that we do our part one day at a time and tell our story.
And I'm so glad that you touched up on inspiration, because that is what Absa is doing. How are you hoping to inspire with initiatives like this, especially during Mandela Month?
Beyond today is the hope that we're able to prolong this kind of work as well, that it becomes sustainable, that future generations are still willing to come down here and do whatever cleanup that you can. It doesn't have to be a beach cleanup. It can be anything that you really want to. So that's what we're hoping for, that it's not a once-off thing for the cameras and for the brand and marketing, but it's something where it impacts that whole social impact thing. So that's what we're trying to drive, and that's what we're trying to do.
As a Durban resident who always run on the promenade, run on the beach, I feel like this is so important. So it was time for me to wake up and get up with other people so that we can clean the beach. I believe obviously it's July, we're celebrating the Mandela Day with the 67 minutes. Even though we did more than that, but what is important is that we woke up, we cleaned the beach, and this is not just about cleaning the beach, but this is about giving back to the community, uplifting the environment, and more than anything, it's all about caring for the environment and making sure that not only we care about running, not only we care about chasing kilometers, but we also care about the environment, about the road that we run on, about the beach that we use for our training.
So the message I have for the future generation is there's this quote that I always go by. It says, do nothing without intention. So I believe that if you do everything with intention, it will show in the work that you're doing. So with us cleaning the city up and making sure that the city looks presentable and clean, for not just for the runners, but just for the city itself, we're doing it with intention. So we have to always do everything with intention and be intentional in everything that we do.
A huge shout out to Absa for leading the way this Mandela Month. Let's remember to keep showing up, uplifting others, and don't forget that your story matters.
And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, let's dive into this incredible cake. Chef, I should also say Theo.
It's fine, chef is fine. You can say chef.
No, chef and Theo.
Yeah, I can say chef.
Baking
Team
duties. Decorating duties. I love it. What was the inspiration behind the design?
Oh, wow. A circle symbolizes something very strong, unity, very strong, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to go over the board. It's sometimes simple works, you know?
One thing about a circle is that it symbolizes infinity. It symbolizes something that never ends, and that's what family and marriage is all about. Thank you so much. It seems as if everyone has had a taste. I'm about to dive in.
Girl, this carrot cake.
Can you see how far I am?
Do you see the
With my vanilla.
Look, the specks of green pistachio.
Yes, the surprise.
The surprise that you
Yes.
spoke about. How are you finding it, Vonne?
I love it. It's so moist. It's melting in my mouth. Like normally carrot cakes are dry.
Yeah.
This is, it melts in my mouth. Like cotton candy in my mouth. It is so nice.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
It's a work of art within itself. Chef, today's show is all about joy and where we find our joy. Where do you discover that happy feeling from, that wholesome, that warmth?
I think for me personally, I get it a lot from my family. They've helped me build this business and, you know, they've supported me in my craft. So being with them, having their support, and constantly getting guidance from especially my parents is the greatest joy in my life.
Oh, well said. Family is something that makes my heart throb as well. Vonne, I think I already know the answer to this question. But for yourself, what brings you joy?
So other than traveling, it is my daughter and my husband. Definitely family. I love my family and I can't help but just want to be with them, spend time with them, make memories with them. So definitely, yeah, my family and my daughter first and then family.
Theo, how does that sit with you? Daughter comes first. I mean, what brings you joy?
The children will grow, right? And it will be just me and her. So I thought you will say that God first, then my husband, then the little ones.
God is always first.
Yeah.
Always.
But in this, it will be God, it will be Sky, then me. You know?
The hierarchy.
Yeah, the hierarchy.
No, you guys together.
Oh, we're on the same. Oh, okay. I thought it still be me. But for me, I would say that, you know, seeing my family happy. As a father, you know, our role is to make sure that everyone is happy at home. My wife is happy, my children are happy. We want to protect them, we want to provide for them, want to guide them, you know. Seeing them happy and their dreams, you know, being fulfilled, that's what makes me happy.
Well, these are all sentiments that I think we can all relate to. Family, faith, and fun, I think it is safe to say. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me here on Afternoon Express. And thank you, Mzansi, for tuning in. Let's continue the conversation online and use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. But until next week, Tuesday at 6 p.m, right here on S3, we'll see you then. Good night and God bless. Bye.
Another feel-good production.